County. This is also something that we've got to watch out for some rotation in the future. Right now, the main threat's 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Check this out. Tinley wants to say hi to Ryan, Yalba, and Nimbus. Hello, Tinley. Thanks for sending that in. That's a great picture of Yalba. I love it. And, of course, we've got all of the cats tuning in today. We currently have, about 80,000 people watching? I think the number would be well over 100K if you counted the cats. And then here's a look at some crazy lightning out there in St. Louis. This is from Alexa. GS sent in this time-lapse right before the second tornado siren started to go off in St. Louis. And you can see the rotation kind of taking place there in real time. It's kind of broad from this angle, but that's part of the mechanism that led to the tornado watch. Thanks for sending that in. And here's some more of that big hail last night out there in Francis County. And this is from Hunter. Another time lapse here. Thanks for sending that in. If you guys got photos or videos you want to send in, RyanHallYall.com/submit is the place to do it. Here's some damage out there in Randolph County, Missouri. Blair, hopefully everybody's all right. Dark skies from Jessica, Antonio, and Connor. Thank you for sending this stuff in. Let's go over here to the severe thunderstorm warning. Once again, Bates, Cass, and Henry counties, you guys have got to get ready for some 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then down here, we got another severe thunderstorm warning, and Andy nailed it once again. Oh, my gosh. I have the button for the big graphic and the little one right next to each other. I like the big one, but that was meant to be a little one. If I did the big one the whole time, the whole stream would just be like, Andy nailed it. Just the graphic over and over again. That's all we'd be doing over here. But yeah, you guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like we told you pretty much exactly where that warning was going to be. So you had some extra lead time there to prepare. Now you've got the actual warning from the National Weather Service saying get indoors and away from windows. A tornado warning does continue over here from Madison County. Collinsville, you guys are in this for the next 24 minutes. Please stay in your safe spots for 24 more minutes, all 112,000 of yous. We've got that one tornado warning right now and 10 severe thunderstorm warnings. So far over the past 12 hours, we've had 17 tornado warnings and 110 severe thunderstorm. If you pull that out to 24 hours, over the past 24 hours, we've had 53 tornado warnings and 239 severe. So it's been a very busy 24 hours, and we are just in the beginning. We are just right at the beginning of this. Those numbers could potentially double, if not triple, before the end of the day today. Section 1 guy says, I have a Ryan Hall as my weatherman shirt. I'd like to add Andy nailed it shirt. I think so. I think that we need to add that. We need to add that. Somebody write that down. Our PR team and marketing team is the chat. If you're just now tuning in, we've got an active tornado warning for Madison County, Illinois. including Granite City and Edwardsville until 2:45 p.m. Central. This is a dangerous situation. Oh, the blip song? Okay, hold on. Let me find a proper blip for you. See, the thing is the blips back here in Kansas, we're already not underestimating them. We're estimating them just fine. I think that people might actually be trying to underestimate these blips over here in southeast Missouri. So let's make sure that doesn't happen while I go get something to drink here. Listen to the lyrics. If you've never heard this before, listen to the lyrics closely. This is a very valuable lesson in here.
Every storm starts out as a blip, a little bitty blip, taking moisture from the ground, call it a double dip, but I don't give a flip. Little blips, they can rip, you can feel it in your hip. Never underestimate a blip.
Never underestimate a blip. Never underestimate a blip. It's not a smart thing to do. These little storms down here will grow into monsters, okay? That's why we've got a 95% chance of a tornado watch being issued here soon in this area. Is this AI? No, that was literally Andy. Andy knows how to play the banjo. Do you guys not know that? Come down here to Illinois. Once again, we've got Madison County under a severe thunderstorm warning on top of the tornado warning. I don't think that they will issue another big tornado warning after this one like they did earlier, but they might. But regardless of that, you are going to get the severe effects out of this in areas east of Edwardsville. We're talking about 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail. Andy can do it all, son. There's nothing Andy can't do, okay? Bates, Cass, and Henry counties, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 20 minutes as well. We've got a viewer right here where the rotation is saying, here we go again. By the way, Troy, Missouri, you guys are still under that severe thunderstorm warning. We got a pretty good sized storm coming right up towards you right now. It's currently in Jonesboro and Jonesburg and Warrenton. That's coming up towards Troy in the next 20 minutes. Y'all watch out. It's going to move past that too. This thing is moving up there towards Ellsbury within the next hour or so. And it's getting stronger. It's actually getting quite a bit stronger. Thanks for the love and sharing the your locations on the map, guys. If you want to see your dot on the map, another reminder here is to download the WeatherWise app. This is the best app for weather. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. one of these days when we've got time, I will debate you if you disagree, and I will win. Trust me, we know what's good over here. This is all we do. But the best thing about it is that it's free. Okay. So you can download the app and you can follow along. If I'm not looking at the right chaser, if I'm not looking at the right radar area, you can have it up on your own phone. A lot of people watch on the TV and they follow along on their phone, right? And it's just a great companion app to the stream here that'll keep you safe even when I'm not live. Okay, it's got the weather warnings in there and everything. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning out here for Bloomington again in Indiana. We're talking about 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in over the next 33 minutes. We've got a bunch of storms out there. One of our chasers is kind of off the beaten path here a little bit. You guys know Jennifer. Jennifer is out here in Indiana showing us that big line of storms that's coming in just to the south and west of Bloomington. Look at this. That is a nasty looking line of storms coming into Elnora, Indiana. This is what it looks like. We are tracking a highly volatile and dangerous severe weather outbreak across the mid-Mississippi Valley today. Right now, the immediate life safety threat is in southwestern Illinois. There's an active tornado warning for Madison County. But a massive tornado watch is in effect right now for 3 million people across eastern Missouri and southern Illinois until until 9 p.m. Central. And the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting a 60% probability of EF2 to EF5. Tornadoes in that watch area. Flash flooding is also looking like it's going to be a big deal today. We've already heard about some flash flooding and some water rescues out there in the greater St. Louis area. And a new tornado watch is going to be coming soon for portions of Kentucky, Tennessee, and Arkansas. So we got a lot going on right now. It's a little bit of a pregame action. We're not deep into it yet, but things are going to continue to pop off here as the storms get stronger, as we get deeper into the heating of the day. It's really nice how Jennifer is a lot of times where the other chasers are not. I agree. The chasers a lot of times are always on the same exact storm. And that's hard to, it's hard to do anything other than that because it's oftentimes very obvious where the best storm is going to be. So why wouldn't you want to be on the best storm? But yeah, that's going to be a gnarly line coming into the Washington, Shoals, and Bedford area of Indiana. Indianapolis, you guys are fine. You got some gusty winds coming down on the southwest side, but all the really bad stuff is mostly down to your south right now. We'll let you know if anything changes. Bates County, Missouri, Cass and Henry counties, you guys are still under a severe thunderstorm warning for 15 more minutes. Storm's moving out of Adrian and up towards Urich. And it's going to be moving at 50 miles per hour up there towards Leeton, Windsor, and Green Ridge within the next hour or so. We now have no tornado warnings, y'all. But if we go into the weather intensity score inspector, we currently have a weather intensity score of 73, and we forecast that 30 minutes from now, it'll be up to 83. So it's going to go up a lot over the next 30 minutes, and that's because we think some of these new storms are going to start getting new tornado warnings and stuff like that. So again, we're right at the beginning of this potential outbreak of severe weather. We do have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning out here for Wayne County in Illinois. This is going to be a similar situation to the St. Louis storms where we're going to be watching the southern side of it and seeing if this turns into a hook echo as it goes over Highway 45. Y'all, watch out there. Gonna save some energy for when things start popping off here in a minute. Okay, meteorologist Andy Hill is now y'all watching this storm up here in Pike County, Missouri, Rawls County, Missouri, and Pike County, Illinois. So another little blip has popped up over here between Barry and Pittsfield, and this does not have a warning, and it probably will here soon. In Illinois, we got a severe thunderstorm warning for Bond, Clinton. And Madison counties for the next 44 minutes. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are coming into Greenville and Pocahontas here soon. Get indoors and away from windows. Somebody said the lights are flickering south of Interstate 70 there. That's this is a strong storm, and it is going to be capable of knocking the power out. So be aware of that. Look at this time lapse. This is a time lapse of the second storm coming into the Clayton, Missouri area. You see how the low-level clouds are literally going into the storm? What a beautiful time lapse. Jax, thank you so much. Shelf cloud. I mean, we've got it all, son. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, I've got my eye on this complex of storms that's severe warned west of St. Louis here near Warrenton. For a little bit now, it's looked kind of interesting here. The one reserve I have for not giving it a tornado yaw watch or anything like that is that it doesn't have very long before it gets into pretty stable air here. That's still left over from all that rain and storms that went through earlier. Right now, I feel like it's just barely in that unstable air, and things are rapidly destabilizing around this part of the tornado watch. Even though we've had several storms move through here, I just about bet there's patchy skies, sun shining through in the vicinity of the storm, and especially further west from it. So I'm not sure if it'll have enough instability in the lower levels to really pose a tornadic threat here as it moves through the Warrenton, Missouri area. But I do have my eye on it just in case, and if it does develop quickly, I'll have a y'all watch out as fast as possible.
All right. Thank you very much, meteorologist Andy Hill. We're watching out for Troy because you do have a severe thunderstorm coming. A little bit of rotation in there, too. Somebody in Warrenton says they were getting quarter-size hail right now. Somebody up here in Troy says the storm bag is being packed as we speak. All right. You're getting that go bag ready. That's good. Prepared to hunker down in Montgomery City. That's what we like to hear. No scare, prepare only. So that severe thunderstorm warning does now have a tornado possible tag on there. And by the way, we still have some precipitation and some low clouds moving through St. Louis right now. And the Y'all Squad is going to be stationed here all day. Again, you guys have went to the yallsquad.org and you have helped us raise over $120,000 for storm victims. We have been helping out in Enid, Oklahoma. We were in St. Louis yesterday. We gave out 1,000 weather radios for free to the public. And we're still in St. Louis today, just in case any communities need the resources that we have. If you want to help us be there in a big way, consider going to the yallsquad.org and donating. You don't have to, but that's how we're able to do what we do. Coming back over here to Bates, Cass, and Henry counties in Missouri. We did get a new severe thunderstorm warning with a considerable damage threat all the way up there into areas south of Warrensburg. You've got hail coming down right now, golf ball size. Hail in the town of Aaron. Okay, that's south of Settles Ford Conservation Area, west of Maysburg. That's going to come up towards Creighton, go over Highway 7 near Urich, then Blairstown. Then it's going to go up towards Leeton, and it's going to continue to have the ability to crank out golf ball size hail during the whole trek. Somebody in chat says, I'm so scared, I'm sick to my stomach. Did you not hear me? No scare, only prepare here. I can't. I literally can't make it any simpler. I'm removing all of the words just to get the main message across. No scare, only prepare. Bond, Clinton, Madison counties, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for 39 more minutes. I'm going to zoom back out to the region here, and I will briefly turn off the locations just for a moment after these animations roll. Thank you guys for all the support in the WeatherWise app. By the way, if you got a pro subscription, you can make hearts come out of your dot. How cool is that? Shout out to the WeatherWise software engineers for giving us the most interactive live stream that you could possibly be a part of. But if you're just now tuning in, we are monitoring a highly dangerous situation unfolding right now because we've got supercells starting to form up over here in Kansas and Missouri. Those are forming along a boundary where we have a ton of ingredients for tornado genesis. Okay, so these storms are going to be able to produce tornadoes as they go towards Jefferson City and St. Louis. St. Louis has already been under 2 tornado warnings today. I don't think that will be the last one. I think that we will have more tornado warnings. And then down here between Memphis and Paducah, we're about to get a new tornado watch. And that's for blips that haven't even completely blooped yet. So we're going to watch those storms start to explode here soon. And you're probably thinking, Ryan, why are you talking about these places back here whenever it definitely looks like the worst storm is right now just to the south of Indianapolis? And then you're actually right. The most impactful and probably the worst storm right now is this big old line of storms down here south of west of Indianapolis. But the biggest problem here is going to be wind and heavy rain and a little bit of hail. Okay, the big problem today is going to come from discrete supercells, which are starting to pop up back here to the west a little bit. So that's what it looks like out there right now across the region. And there's your dots. By the way, a considerable damage threat, golf ball size hail coming up to Urick in Johnson County right now. You guys need to be taking shelter. We have no tornado warnings currently, but we do have a couple of these considerable severes. This one's a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning coming up towards Troy, Missouri. Troy, Missouri. You guys ready? I am pulling up the satellite here. You can see that we've got mostly clear skies down here. Mostly clear skies all the way down into Tulsa. You got this little boundary right here. Like we are going to start to see storms popping up along these areas, these cloud fields that you see right here. And we're going to start to see more storms pop up down here around Cape Girardeau and Charleston. But the fact that we've got clear skies around Rolla right now is not a good sign. There's lots of instability, kind of puddling up here as the storms get going back here south and east of Kansas City. This big blob right here is actually protecting Indianapolis today. If this wasn't here, you guys would have a bigger severe risk. Did I say Rolla again? My bad. I know what it's actually called, I think. One of the strongest storms right now is still this one that we have out here in Bates, Cass, and Henry and Johnson counties in Missouri. It's really starting to get a decent hail core here. So this is now officially a strong storm coming up towards Urich. And then back here in Missouri, we've got another tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning issued for the area between O'Fallon and Troy and Ellsbury. Get indoors and away from windows. Check this out. We got another cat watching in Stark County, Ohio. Sam, thank you so much for sending this in. And we got the youngins out there watching too. Future meteorologists taking notes. Wyatt loves watching you guys. Hello, Wyatt. I can tell. I can tell by the way you're watching. You're going to be a great meteorologist one day. This was the hail from the storm we got between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Yeah, there was a big one that came through Missouri this morning. It was storming all night. I woke up this morning and there was like 10,000 people watching YALLBOT, and I was like, okay, well, something happened last night. Yeah, there's some big hail in Farmington, Missouri. Here's that time lapse again. Hey, look at that. This is what we were showing you from Dalton's point of view. Whoever took this video, it's pretty close to where Dalton is. I don't know exactly where you are, but this is that big lowering that produced the tornado warning earlier in St. Louis. What an ominous view there from St. Louis. Thank you for sending that in. Turbulent skies from Spencer. Timothy's got some flooding going on out here in Effingham County. More of that's on the way, unfortunately. Meteorologist Andy Hill is pointing out an area of interest near Warrenton and O'Fallon, including Wright City, Innsbrook, and Wentzville in Missouri for a low confidence tornado y'all watch. We do have some rotation trying to come together here near Aspenhoff and Hopewell. This does not have a tornado warning yet, but y'all watch out because one might be coming here soon. There's 23 of you guys inside of it. I'm going to ring the bell. Y'all watch out. Y'all watch out. Andy saw it coming on the radar screen. Bloomington in Indiana, you guys are about to get hit by your strongest storm of the day so far. We got 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in. We also might start seeing more of a flooding risk unfold with this one because it's got a lot of rain coming into Bloomington right now. It's dark green out, somebody said. Storm weary. No scare, prepare only. Ramping up here in Bloomington. I'm loving this. The lightning, the thunder, the ambience. Yeah, I like the feeling right before a big storm too. And then here's that big storm coming through Bond, Clinton, and Madison counties. Still showing signs of 1-inch hail coming into Greenville right now. We have a highly volatile 4 out of 5 severe weather outbreak underway right now across the mid-Mississippi Valley. There was some damage in Marine, Illinois. We've got some minor building damage out there on Lower Marine Road. And we're tracking a brand new severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag for Lincoln and St. Charles. Counties out there, and we're just continuing to watch this situation, as it unfolds. It's currently 3:43 on the East Coast. It's 2:43 Central. It's 19:43 Z. We've been on the air now for 2 hours and 14 minutes, and I do think that we're just now in the beginning stages of this very active day. We went early. We went live a little bit earlier than I think we would have if it wasn't for the tornado warning in St. Louis. That obviously pushed us on the air a little bit earlier than what we otherwise might have done. But we're definitely approaching maximum severe weather time. A Black Hawk, thank you for the 20 gifted, and congrats to the people that now have free memberships. Joe Dirt, thanks for the super chat, says, what's it going to do east of Louisville in Henry County, Kentucky? Let's see here. East of Louisville in Henry County, Kentucky. You know what? Whatever happens in Louisville, is pretty much what's going to happen where you are. So let's just do that. Let's just do Louisville, Kentucky, okay? Severe weather risk is going to peak by about 4 p.m. today through 6 a.m.
A new PDS tornado warning has been issued.
Whoa, hold on. What? Hold on, wait. We're going to get back to this. What? Okay, there's a bug with my my system here. It's calling this a PDS tornado warning, but we have a PDS tornado watch, guys. Time to stand up. This is actually a bigger deal. The Storm Prediction Center just put out a very rare PDS tornado watch. You do not see this every day, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I was not expecting this. We have a PDS tornado watch out here in this area right here. So we have a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch. Unfortunately, our graphics say warning. I will try to work on that, but the message is the same here. We've got a serious situation on our hands. Let me pull up the National Weather Service graphic, and we'll go based off of that while I try to quickly fix our other graphics. This is such a big deal. It broke our system. This happens so not often that our system doesn't even know how to handle it. This is not a common thing. Okay, so this is a PDS tornado watch. The Storm Prediction Center is saying several strong tornadoes are likely. Several strong tornadoes are likely. Scattered hail up to tennis ball size likely, and scattered wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour likely. This includes Memphis. This does pretty much include Clarksville, Tennessee. You're kind of outside of it. You're right on the edge of it, but it does definitely include Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It includes Evansville, Indiana. It includes Paducah, Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff, and all these areas. So this is a particularly dangerous situation. There is an 80% chance we'll see EF2 to EF5 tornadoes in this area. That's crazy. An 80% chance we'll see EF2 to EF5 tornadoes in this area. That is, once again, that's something that does not happen very often. You very rarely get PDS tornado watches. All right. So that's what's going on there. I'm going to have to take a second here to fix the graphic because I don't want it to say PDS tornado warning all day down there at the bottom. But we do have a new an upgrade to our warning over here in Missouri, south of Warrensburg, for 2-inch hail. And then we're also saying, y'all watch out over here for Holden. So if you are just now tuning in, we do have a tornado watch out here, and it is a high-end tornado watch. Andy, you got anything to say about that? I need about 2 minutes. There you go. Thank you, Andy.
Yes, Ryan. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll take over for a couple minutes while you go do.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, guys. So currently, I'm watching the storm near Innsbruck, Missouri. That's just to the west of St. Louis. At the moment, a lot of the interesting area of rotation is that could come together here is actually outside of the severe thunderstorm warning or just on the south tip of it. So I would actually be really ready to shelter, and it's a good idea to start practicing doing that in Wentzville, Darden Prairie, and New Mel around Lake St. Louis on I-70 into the south. Of course, this area of concern could actually cross I-70. So if you know these areas that I'm talking about, I'm sorry, I can't zoom in on the map for you. I don't have that capability right now. We don't have a tornado warning at the moment for that, but this signature to me looks a little bit more robust
A new tornado
than both
warning
of the
has been
tornado
issued.
warnings we had for St. Louis proper earlier today. So I would definitely be ready for a tornado warning to be issued for this, just in case. If not, definitely prepare for severe thunderstorm winds that could come in. They'll probably be pretty gusty with a front that comes out in front of the storm before any rain falls on the south side there. It's one of those situations. So just in case, that is an area I'm watching. In addition to that, in western Missouri right now, we have the storm near Clinton, Missouri, in Henry County. You guys have had it pretty rough the last week or so. I know there have been a tornado that went through parts of Clinton, Missouri. There is another storm on your doorstep to the west. I've been watching that one for tornado potential over time here. However, at the moment, this looks like a hail-dominated storm. The mechanisms that are favorable for hail production are slightly different from tornado production at their most optimal, but they can coincide. So we often look for hail signatures to be, the dominant mechanism, and then tornado signatures to be the dominant mechanism in two separate instances. Right now, I think this is a hailstorm. I haven't gone ahead and continue that. Y'all watch for a tornado as a result. But I would definitely be alert about the storm in Clinton, Missouri, surrounding areas to the east. We do have some hailstorms as well to the north of that. These will stay outside of the Kansas City metro for now. And I think you guys should survive without a hailstorm today, more than likely at this point than not. Your friends to the south and east outside of the metro, though, are starting to see those hailstorms. You don't have a severe thunderstorm warning on the one near Pittsville, Missouri, northern Johnson County. However, I could see that one being warned. And we did get that tornado warning for O'Fallon and Wentzville. So I'm glad I talked about that. Let me see when that came through. So our new tornado warning at 2:49 p.m. So I was yapping a little bit through that, but we have had that in place for 1 minute now. I'm glad I talked about that. I guess I get to say that I nailed it this time. But we do have that warning now. It includes O'Fallon, Missouri here, and St. Peter's, all the way over to just outside of St. Charles, downtown St. Charles, in northwestern St. Louis metro. So that storm is generally going to head to the east-northeast through O'Fallon, Wentzville, along I-70 in those regions. Those are the areas that need to take shelter. Those are the areas that are hearing the sirens. And those are the areas that got the y'all watch for a tornado. That is a 10-minute lead time on that, and a couple of instances of talking about it on the stream. So hopefully that was helpful. Heads up. That's what I'm trying to do with those early warnings. So let me take a little bit of a closer look here. Again, Wentzville, Lake St. Louis, O'Fallon, you guys are in the path of that tornado warning there. And I'd say that we had a pretty good early warning on that. Pretty good, nailed it, huh, Brian?
Yes. Thank you so much, Andy. You absolutely nailed it again. And now we've got a tornado warning for O'Fallon. That's St. Charles and Warren counties. We've got 288,000 people that need to be taking shelter right now. And there's 69 of you guys checking in right now from within that warning. But your rotation is back here south of Wright City. And that's going to be moving up towards Wentzville, O'Fallon, and St. Peter. So take shelter now, especially if you're the user that just chimed in saying the sirens are going, time to head for the garage. Daggone it. Do not go to the daggone garage, okay? This is a basement kind of storm, not a garage kind of storm, all right, Wentzville? This is going to be a dangerous one as it comes through. This is one of the more concerning rotation signatures that we've seen all day, and that's a sign of things to come. They're just going to keep getting more and more concerning, okay? Again, down here in the Illinois area, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for Clay and Richland counties coming into Olney. We've got strong winds coming in to this area right now. So please take shelter indoors and away from windows over there. The current situation is that we have 1 tornado warning, 10 severe thunderstorm warnings, and we have these tornado watches that are starting to come out as well. If you're just now tuning in and you haven't heard us talk about it yet, we've got a very, very significant situation unfolding outside of the tornado warning, just from this tornado watch that we have. Hold on, let me pull up this this graphic again. Tornado watch in effect until 11 p.m. for a lot of southern Illinois, southeast Missouri, northeast Arkansas, western Tennessee, western Kentucky, southwest Indiana. Several strong tornadoes are going to be likely tonight. Tennis ball size hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. This is going to be a rare PDS tornado watch. It's a particularly dangerous situation. These are going to be life-threatening monster tornadoes tonight. Not saying that to scare you. I'm just telling you how it is. That's this is very rare that we get a PDS tornado watch. So every single storm that pops up inside of this area tonight, we're going to be hyper-focusing on, and we're going to be very, very, respectful of. We're taking shelter for every tornado warning today and not disregarding any of them. And if you know anybody out there, please consider sharing our stream with them. We're going to be on the air completely commercial free and free of charge all night. All right. So if you've got somebody that out there that might need the coverage, we've got some of the best storm chasers in the world down there as well. And the Y'all Squad is stationed nearby to deploy immediate disaster relief to people who may need it. Consider sharing our stream out there on Facebook and stuff, or in a text message to a family member or a friend so that we can do those things at a higher efficiency. This is going to be a very dangerous night. We've known it's going to be a big day for a while now, but that tornado watch being a PDS watch is something that kind of starts ringing a different kind of alarm bell. Once again, Wentzville and O'Fallon. You guys are under a tornado warning right now. That means you need to be taking shelter immediately. You need to be taking shelter immediately. Let's go back down here to this tornado y'all watch in Missouri, east of Urich. There is some more rotation starting to come together here. And that's coming up towards highways 13 and areas south of Windsor. There's no tornado warning on that, but y'all watch out. We might need one here in the near future. Yeah, this is a breaking development with our PDS tornado watch out there in portions of the mid-Mississippi Valley. Do we have any storms out there yet? Not really. We do have a couple of blips. And you can see a lot of our storm chasers have kind of went down here to investigate. But man, look at the wind. The wind is just ripping down here. And the sun is still out. So the sun's out. The instability is rising. Whatever storm does get going out here is going to be pretty nasty. We got a severe thunderstorm warning back here for Allen and Neosho and Wilson counties as well in Kansas. Zooming back out to the region here. I just want to give everybody an update again on what's going on here. We've got a major escalation going on right now with a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch that's just been issued for 6 states. This includes parts of Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Missouri, and Tennessee until 11 p.m. Central. This means that conditions are prime for multiple strong to intense tornadoes. The Storm Prediction Center is giving this a 80% chance of producing EF2 to EF5 tornadoes. That is absolutely plumb wild. Here's what it looks like out there in St. Charles County, Missouri, as a big storm comes in. I'm going to go back down into our tornado warning because that hook is starting to look a little bit more impressive as it gets closer to the radar here. I don't think we can see it from any of our cameras, but man, this is a nasty looking storm as it comes into Wentzville. This is our first storm of the day, in my opinion, that's got a real look to it that looks like it could produce a tornado imminently. The one that went through St. Louis definitely had a similar kind of appearance, but the rotation here is a little bit stronger. We've had a little bit more time for that instability to rise. Should I go outside and go live? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Do not go outside and go live if you're under a tornado warning. What are we doing? What are we doing? A huge shout out to Black Hawk for the 50 gifted. Holy smokes. And congrats to all the new members here. Sorry, I'm just getting my bearings straight. We've got a lot going on here, as you can imagine. The town of Troy, you guys are fine. The storm's to your east. There is a strong storm, though, attached to the rotating part of the storm down there near Wentzville that's going up towards Winfield. Lincoln and St. Charles counties, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 30 minutes. Black Hawk with 50 more. What? Oh, my goodness. If you're just now tuning in, we do have that tornado warning for St. Charles County. That's going to go on for the next 30 minutes. The town of O'Fallon needs to be taking shelter right now. Now is a good time to, yes, get the car seats and the bike helmets for the little ones. Yes, 100%. The kind of tornadoes that are possible today are the kinds that you're going to need to put the helmets on for. It sounds ridiculous, but you don't want to just take shelter with your naked head. All right, even for you, mom, dad, you got an old football helmet, baseball helmet, something like that. That's going to be useful, potentially, if you've got flying debris. Right now, we have exactly 1 tornado warning and 7 severe thunderstorm warnings. We think things are about to get a lot more intense here soon. But the reason we're focused so much on this storm is because it's the most life-threatening one that we have right now. What's the difference between a regular watch and a PDS watch?